What's up, everyone? Let's jump right into it. Another week of leaks. It's looking bad for Young Thug, man. It's looking bad. I mean, the leaks keep piling up, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. No one knows when it's gonna stop. And we have a couple of them this week again, and the latest one is crazy. It's let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. Fair use.
I saw the girl, gorilla. She,
Yeah.
why do people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. Men, niggas be saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't nothing.
They just saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, be like goddamn Brianna.
Oh
Rihanna. Man, watch out.
man.
She look like Rihanna. Long ass bullshit ass wig, skinny shit. Goddamn big ass head, big mouth. Man, watch out.
Man, watch out.
Mm.
It's crazy. They probably niggas really running around sneaking with her too. She on the Hannah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of niggas in her DM and stuff. Probably. But I be feeling like sometimes a lot of niggas like that, it'll be like if the girl was regular and you weren't trying to fuck with the girl, it's just like
She ain't
she got
nothing.
a number one song and you know.
Mm-hmm. Nigga like, oh, let hit him. Man, bitch ain't talking about nothing. I will not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out. Watch out. That shit ain't nothing. All the shit I seen about her, seen a video of walking past, that big ass mouth, just like always laughing, looking at that bitch. You look funny in here. She look funny.
Hmm.
Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell pursue? Who trying to smack this? Man, you got me thinking like Trippy Red or some shit and trying to hit her. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It
Trippie
ain't no
Red
real.
done cuffed this girl, and she is like a super thought.
Man, watch out. Man, watch out. that's how he that's his new ad lib. Watch out and that's how he laughs. RJ, it's getting crazy, man. Now right now we are past the ratting stage. We're at the talking about chatting about too much about other people.
Stage. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
KR.
crazy.
But it's like who was recording it? I guess the
Well, he's calling from jail, so we all know that all jail calls are recorded. They announce that before the call. They say this is recorded. This is recorded. So guess what? They're gonna record it. And maybe the better question is, and I think we answered that question last week: who is leaking them? Who has an advantage? Who would want to leak them? We suggested last week who did. No one said that before that, and right after that, people still saying the same thing as we did.
can you for those who didn't watch the last week's show?
Of course. I'll say first. When these leaks were happening, people were saying it was Gunna who's leaking them. It's Gunna who's leaking them. Through requesting, you can request because it's part of the case. You can request all the audio files. But I think last week we talked about this and we said it's probably not Gunna. It's the DA who's releasing it. The DA took an L, and so they would want to destroy this guy's image. That's the first thing we did was say it was the DA. Guess what, RJ? A couple of
What?
days ago, one of the main names, let's call it DJ Academics, is one of the main names in hip hop journalism. He
Yeah,
said
exactly.
it's probably the DA.
Yeah. I mean that's the
Be-
the DA. is not, well, the prosecutor. They're not usually.
They
If
don't
you
fight
don't know
fair
any,
sometimes.
if you don't know better, you would think that they're the good guys and the criminals are the bad guys. But sometimes the DA and the, well, I don't know if I'm going to say the DA specifically, but sometimes prosecutors
The
and
prosecutors, yeah, maybe that's the best way to say it. The
sometimes
department.
prosecutors, yeah, and the prosecutors and yeah, they tend to, the prosecutor's office tend to play a bit dirty so they can catch the rat. The rat. It's an interesting choice of words.
It's
Uh,
ridiculous.
ah, I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now. But yeah, I think it's I do. That's the first thing I thought, KR.
Yeah.
Why would anyone have, listen, why would you have access to it in the first place? Did
Right.
Ghana
So
know
they are part
the,
of the same case, right? So technically, the lawyer could request it, but they went back into the logs and they didn't find any request from Ghana's lawyer. So there's only one left. I mean, it's simple. It's simple. And I think it was quite obvious because let's be honest. It was a total defeat for the prosecution.
hmm?
He got a sweetheart deal. Well, I mean, he's free. It's a sweetheart deal if you look at being locked up versus being free. But he has to stay in lane for the next 15 years, which is probably not as sweetheart as you would think. But yeah, man, they're leaking the specific stuff right now. This is
Mhm.
the in the early stage, they leak the full interrogation he had in 2016, 17. But now they're releasing parts of the calls. So they're releasing only the parts that are shocking and that are chatty patty, as they would say. Because because it seems like Doug was in jail and he couldn't stop talking on the phone. I mean, there's this. It's one thing to talk on the phone, but to talk, RJ, there is more
There's
because he
more.
talked about Glorilla. But guess who's also in the talks? Fair use.
I don't be understanding that type of shit. Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many nigga like Drake change? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, this shit ain't really doing that.
Right.
Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody. It's the saying. You did all that shit for nothing. Nigga ain't really gaining no fans off of you. Keem ain't big. Keem love hell, man. He can't sell no fucking ticket. Watch out.
Watch out.
Man, watch out. I truly believe you do a song with me, Wham, Dirt, Moneybag, Savage. I truly believe we'll have your ass dope, trending, like, so it's gonna be like people in the real world fucking with you. Not the
Right.
goddamn, not the rap world. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be
Yeah.
real players and cool bitches, lit bitches and players and shit like that fucking with you. Them type of people ain't fucking with you. You gonna get like the real streets and the real people fucking with you. You gonna get the East Coast fucking East Coast ain't fucking with you, bro. You really trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself.
Come on, man. This is petty, man.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. By the way, it's a total lie because if you look at GNX, he gave a bunch of unknown guys a platform, but it's not him. That's the problem. And I
Yeah,
think
that's
people have been talking about him being a narcissist. It's all about him. It's not. He's talking about giving RJ. Imagine this. He's a wall star, but somehow he needs to give a platform to street ninjas. him being one of them. He's talking about like that's gonna break or make him. He's already making having a millions of streams, and now it's the streets who's not. He needs to f with Tug Dirk. He said money back, yo. Wham is Lil Baby. So the streets can f with him. He doesn't need the streets. But what I think, the more you listen to these leaks, you realize that this guy's reality is warped in the streets.
How
It's
so?
warped. Everything
How so?
about him is about the streets.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about snitching. He's talking about other people snitching, but as soon as it's him and his brother, it's not snitching because it's the streets. It's a street code. Kendrick doesn't give others from the street a chance. Hey, the industry has passed the streets now. No one cares about the streets. I mean, the fact that people can snitch. I mean, let's call it hip hop is a two-way, by the way. Let's call it the gangster rap, and you have the normal hip hop. Gangster rap is about the streets. And it was back in the days, if you snitch, you get shamed into retirement. But these days, people snitch, come out and have maybe not so normal career, but you can still live off of the music.
Yeah.
Streets is dead, as they say. The streets is dead. Hell, people snitch and start a YouTube channel. So they can snitch more. They can tell more stories. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. He even talked about your guy, RJ.
Oh.
Fair
As long as he
use.
didn't talk about Jacob.
Why
What is
why be the biggest artist in the world on YouTube? Why wouldn't J. Cole do a song with him?
Yo, this is petty, man. This is so petty.
Like, come on, bro. You ain't never in your life sold more record than this boy, this young nigga. Fuck is you thinking? Like, tripping. Niggas just be on that. Oh, I don't like your music, or I ain't doing no music with you. Man, nigga don't like y'all nigga music neither. Nigga don't really like that shit you talking about. That shit y'all niggas about. Nigga just want to do songs. Nigga just want, like, it's the game we in. Like, it ain't no, the Atlanta Falcons ain't playing Miami Dolphins because they don't like the Dolphins. Man, you playing everybody. It's just we in.
right?
Andre 3000, you one of the biggest artists in the world. You became one of the biggest artists in the world. But you ain't helped nobody. You ain't put nobody on. Now you.
But does he have to, though?
Goddamn can't put out a song. And
Does he have to care? I mean,
No, RJ, the thing is not that he
Does he
have to.
have to?
He has put people on. But it's
But
not
I'm saying-
street ninjas. That's this
Ah.
problem.
yeah. Okay, so but does he have to? Does he have to?
Doesn't have to. But the problem is, he has put people on. What's the guy's name? Do you remember the guy who the big guy? Can't recall his name. He's just like a singer rapper. When the Love Below came out, that he was on that album as well. They've put people on. The thing
Brown?
is Brown.
Something
Yes, it's something brown. Exactly. It's
What's
something
his name?
brown. Silky brown or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not silky, but it's something brown. You're right.
Something brown. Let me see.
Maybe you can look it up real quick.
I'm
But-
gonna look it up.
But he has put people. they
Sleepy
have put-
Brown. Sleepy Brown.
yes, they have
Sleepy
put
Brown.
people on. But the problem he has is there's no street people. That's his. Like I said, his reality is so focused on the
It's warped.
streets.
Mhm,
It's warped. I don't know what he's talking about.
mhm, mhm,
And
mhm.
he's hey RJ. He drops a brand new song. Guess what the song is about? This is a 6-second part. Fair use.
I'm a big dog with my own, but I like other niggas' treats. Yeah, gonna wreck, yeah, wreck. I'm a.
Did you hear it? Did you?
I'm a
I'm gonna
big,
play it again.
but I like
Listen,
other
listen.
Nick.
It's the
Uh-huh.
second part. It's the
Yeah,
last few sentences.
Big
Okay.
dog with my own, but I like other niggas' treats. Yeah, gonna wreck, yeah, wreck.
I think you're a gonna wreck.
Gonna rat, yak a rat. What are we doing? This guy is he's crashing out. Hey yo, I think the prosecution and the department is making a very good effort into destroying this guy's credibility because he's looking very wonky out here right now.
Crazy. He's looking crazy.
He's looking crazy. And the other thing, he's talking too much, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm not like that. I don't chatty patty and talking. I don't like to talk on the phones to start with. But if I don't have nothing good to say about someone, I'm not gonna sit there and talk about them. I don't have the time. My time is valuable. Again, he's locked up, so he does have a lot of time. Maybe that's the reason why he's chatting so much about other people. I don't know. RJ. Chatty patty ass ninja, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think I think what the prosecutor, let's say, allegedly is doing is trying to ruin him in the eyes of the public. Okay,
Yeah.
we couldn't convict you in the court of law, so we're going to try to convict you in the court of public opinion. And what better way to do that than attacking, first and foremost, exposing that he ratted when he was in jail. He ratted people out when he was in jail, but also attacking pillars
Of the
of the culture. Attacking the pillars, man. Andre 3000, Kendrick. So Kendrick, after all that, Kendrick, J. Cole. Come on.
The only
Think
one
that's the
missing now.
strategy?
People have been saying maybe there's a tape on Drake. Him talking about Drake.
No, but he just talked good about Kendrick, right?
But he thought always. Well, who?
He did. Well, good about Drake because he talked bad about Kendrick.
Yeah, but
So that's
maybe
why.
there's a
No, because he said he never helped like Drake did. That's why Drake.
like Drake. Yeah, but maybe there's something else he's wanna talk bad about Drake.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there is a tape out there. They're gonna leak it if there is something bad said about Drake.
Yeah, they will for sure.
But yeah, it's not looking good, man. I'll say this. He's also talked about Lil Durk, one of his supporters. Lil Durk was tweeting out there, free Young Thug, and he was complaining that Lil Durk takes a lot of time to record a song he sent to him when he was in jail. So, I mean, he's petty, man. He's petty, a very narcissistic. This is the right way of using the word narcissistic. Is like the trending word these days. People are using it for anyone, regardless of they're narcissistic or not. This guy is so focused on himself and it's all about him. He cannot even look into the situation and try to assess why he would take long to record the video, a song. By the way, during the same time that he was trying to record a song for Young Thug, Lil Durk was dealing with his own situation, which is the feds trying to lock him up. He was trying to dodge the feds. So I think this is and OTF is saying now they don't F with Thug. He shouldn't come to Chicago. So It's a total mess. It's a total mess. And by the way, this is what okay, not this is what this is when you know that he's taking an L. This is the response by Young Talk on the Glorilla stuff. Can you read it, RJ?
Yeah, for sure. It says, Glow the official. First of all, I'm sorry to you for my words, and I honestly don't think you're ugly at all. I was speaking from jail, just having a hard time with life. I don't like bashing girls and hardly ever did. I'm sorry to you, twin. That means you're ugly too, because they twin.
Hey, he's like,
Hello there, Your Honor. I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger in this life I chose. But I want you to know that door I close. In Your Honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
What did he get
Oh,
afterwards?
mother, I'm sorry, 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 sorry.
40 years. Hey man, hey Tugger, man. It's wrap it up, man. It's a wrap for Tugger. I think
Yeah.
they are doing a pretty good job at destroying his credibility, and he's looking crazy. Whatever song he drops about rats, he should stop. I think we talked about it last week. He should just drop the narrative now. Don't double down because you look crazy. Every time you rap about rats, people will say, "Hey, you're one too." You cannot change it. You
It
cannot
takes one.
change it.
It takes one to know one. That's what they
It's
say. It takes one to know one.
real recognize real. You can say
Like they're
rat
really.
recognize rat. Hey, watch out, man. Watch out. Hey, yo, it's crazy. If you listen to, oh my god, the way he laughs, he does the he keeps
Yeah.
doing that. I don't know why. But
But you
hey,
know,
watch out, man.
yeah. But I do think. I mean, all jokes aside, of course, we make jokes here. But all jokes aside, um, the what's more important, KR, is to see that, again, we see another example, and we see these types of examples every single week.
Yeah.
What is being sold to you, the image that's being sold to you, the life that's being
Real.
sold to you, the decisions that you're making based on the lies, on the performance that's being shown to you.
Yeah.
You need to be I mean, it's all, you need to be mindful when you're
Yes.
listening to music. You need to remember that these artists are just like the actors in movies. They're not real.
It's a character.
It's a character. And when push comes to shove, they all start talking. When push comes to shove, for example, in the case of the relationship shows, it's all show. It's all show. It's all entertainment. Just remember that that's not real life. Keep making decisions for yourself. Think about yourself. Think about your family. Think about your life. I mean, you're in there, and because there are people who do. There are people who do go to who do get detained. They don't snitch because they do follow this quote unquote quote, and they get 20 to 30 years, and then they get surprised that and that people just walk out and they just walk freely.
Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez, yeah, Tory Lanez.
Didn't want a rat. He's a civilian. He didn't want to. He didn't want to tell the truth. What happened? Now he's getting shanked up in jail.
Well, nine times, right?
I don't know how many times. He probably.
No, it said 9 times. I think 9 or something. It was
Okay.
it was
I'll be spacing to a troop right now. Anyway. Sorry.
Yeah. Why?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Hey,
don't get.
close this. Let's close this. Let's close this.
I don't get why you always have the need to go up a notch. I mean, why do you always? I feel that you still need one.
Oh man. Okay, close the segment, man. I'm
Guys,
sorry, Tori. I'm sorry.
guys,
I didn't mean it that way. Just like Doc says in his apology, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to rat. I didn't mean to make that joke.
okay. Guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions. Do you agree with us? Yes or no? Do you agree with us? Yes or no? Do let us know. Guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our socials, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I need the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. KaiR next.
Yes, go to the second topic. Shannon Sharpe versus Ray Lewis. No more friends. This is crazy, man. Ray Lewis went to the PBD podcast and shared his opinion on how Shannon is doing these days. Fair use.
Shannon Sharpe, did you think he was one day going to be a good TV guy personality?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
knew he was made for TV.
Yeah.
And would he
Yeah.
say he's going to do it? Or
Yes, he had already started prepping.
how much before he retired did he
He
come?
been started.
Oh, so he's known he's going to be doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're not surprised by the success he's having with his podcast and TV and
no,
him and Skip and Stephen A, all that stuff.
no, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked at his content. I wouldn't in a million years the things that Shannon has said now or did now, I would never believe that Shannon would say or do any of this.
Like what?
Simply, I take drinking. Shannon, in my entire career, I've never saw Shannon with a drink. Ever. Like it was against the law, right? Because he had some stuff in his family that he didn't want to follow that. And then so I kind of started to watch him, and then we kind of went our own separate ways because I'm like, you're gonna take that route. I can't go that route. Never can go that route. And that route is to become so worldly that you become popular because you're talking about ignorance, right? A lot of times, a lot of these gossip conversations that they're having and bringing up all this stuff, I'm not going to do that to nobody. I'm not in the business for that. I'm in life to try to teach people what does it mean to be a better man or get back to the kingdom, And a lot of times, a lot of the guys get in trouble with these podcasts and things, man, because everybody wants the follower. Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants to make money. But that's a tight rope into what you call influence and popularity. Right? The devil has the ability to make you popular. God has the ability to give you influence that when people see you, they see an image of him. And that's the thing for me that started to switch with not just Shannon, but just a couple of people. I'm like, wow, you would switch out like that? Really? And I would never, ever. Why? Because of the respect that I have for my mother, my daughters, my granddaughters, life, period. And I think men, given these new platforms, we've overrode what the platform is actually for. The platform is supposed to help somebody find a new direction. We don't help. Everybody just gets on. Like everybody's talking now. Everybody got a podcast. Everybody's the new marriage coach. Everybody's the new relationship coach. And ain't nobody coaching themselves. Because if you were coaching yourself, when it says power of life and death is found in the tongue, then go back and check out a couple of episodes and ask yourself, do you give life or do you give death? And that's why me personally, yeah, I kind of do my own thing, stay in my own lane.
I'm gonna take a look at what Shannon had to say about that, but before we go to that, RJ.
Yeah, that was a pretty, pretty to me like a shocking comment. And when he said it, I was like, "Hey, but you're right. You know, here's a guy who brushes his teeth 8 times a day, who walks out the house and goes to the guest house to if he has to do a number two because he doesn't want to do it in the room with if there's a female companion there. A guy that doesn't step in the elevator where there's a woman in it if it's just the two of them, only in bed. And a man with all these rules, all of these rules, KaiR. And if you don't, you talk about drinking, guy that talks about discipline, right? He's a very disciplined man.
Yeah.
Now, you can argue that it's something, it's his past life. And because it's his past life, you know, he was because he still trains, he still works out. It's clear. I mean, dude is a monster. But you cannot, and you can argue that hey, he did it, and now he's still doing it, but now he can afford a drink because he is
Retired.
yeah. So you can argue that, but I just think it's
But people are saying Shannon was his friend all this time when he had his situation, and we know the deletion situation. Shannon was one of the few people that supported him through that. He shouldn't talk crazy about someone who helped him, who supported him during that time. Are you saying that, or should you be as a friend critical towards someone who you respect or respected, and try to give him a mirror to look into? What's
well,
the
I think you can change your mind, but you run the risk of being labeled as a hypocrite or someone who lets another person down when he's in trouble. So that's the thing. But I don't think that because someone did something for you ever you owe that person for life. I do, but I do think that you should, let's say, what he could have done was not say something in public. So he could have not agree, but to go in, that would be like a next step. But I don't think that that you have to stay loyal to someone because everything is conditional. If someone if a drug dealer helps you with a flat tire, that doesn't mean that you will need to push anything for him in
support the community? He's
yeah,
helping the community.
yeah, that
Hey,
doesn't
he's
mean
giving
so.
turkeys. RJ, he's giving turkeys.
Yes.
It's the turkey. So the turkey scheme.
Yeah, so I think so. That's what I think, right? I think it's
So you think it's okay for him as a friend to be critical towards his friend as well in the open?
I think it's okay to be critical. What I'm saying is, if that person was really there for you when you were really down, then I would not have been expressed my opinion publicly, knowing who I am, knowing first and foremost who I am.
It's
Secondly, where I am. So who I am. That's the first one. Second of all, where I am. TVD podcast. It's a podcast
it's big.
big. It goes multiple clips go viral a week. So I mean,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
I do.
wouldn't do that in that situation. But it's two separate things. Loyalty in the sense that hey, I can't follow you if that's clearly against my beliefs. What you're doing, then I can't follow you. But I don't think that gives me the reason to go on the platform and
Do
talk
you
about
think
it.
he was harsh?
I don't think he was harsh. I think he was just telling the truth. I think he was just saying what he felt. Listen, I don't think it's the worst thing to say.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, though. I think he was trying to. Patrick
One,
asked him a question, and he was basically answering it, and he was giving his perspective.
yeah,
He was
one,
pointing out maybe things that he didn't agree with. Maybe he did talk to Shannon. Well, I don't think he did because the way he phrased the sentence, it didn't look like he actually talked about him about this whole situation. But you want to say something?
one thing I think he also had to take into account because he was referring mostly to his content,
Yeah.
right? I think that if he was just talking about his content, it wouldn't have been like a big deal. I think what we have to remember is that Shannon just settled in a court case.
That is
And
true.
another person accused him. So you also have those. So that background, against that background, if you're going to criticize someone, people might not, because he was talking about the content, but people might associate it with Shannon's life and what he was doing.
Yeah.
And I
But
just think that
he was threading both, right? Content and character. What
he's
he
talking
was
about
saying, it
drinking
seems
as
like
well. Yeah,
drinking as
you're
well.
right.
Yeah. So basically, he's changing. I think so. I understand both both sides, and after this, we're gonna take a look at what Shannon had to say. I understand both sides. Someone who supported you, you can be um during. I mean, that situation was crazy, by the way, with the deletion that happened early 2000s. Um, they were hammering on Ray back then. Came out, so that's okay. At the same time, I think sometimes you have to discuss these things in private, talk about it, um, and leave it be. Another way is talk about it, and someone, let's say, he scolds you in private. You go in the open in a situation like that and just talk about what you feel. I don't think he was really harsh. He was just critical towards a friend. Sometimes you have to have friends that tell you the truth. I
Yeah,
knew you back then. You were anti drinking. Now you're promoting drinking towards people.
and he
So
has his own
what you
drink,
were,
right? He has his
yeah,
own drink.
yeah, even worse.
Yeah.
Back then you said I don't drink because my family had drinking problems. People were getting uppercutted because there was drinking in the family. Now you're promoting drinks towards people that can end up in the same situation you was. I think that's what he's trying to point out to, which is fair to say. I mean, if you're anti something and then you let's call it, for a lack of a better word, you sell out to that same thing because you want to make a buck or two, shows that you are someone who's willing to do a lot of stuff for money and not standing on principle. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, I don't. To be honest, I don't really mind what he's doing. Everyone has a choice at the end. If someone is promoting drinks towards you, you have a choice to not buy it or to buy it. At a certain point, influence ends. The problem I have a lot of times is that people try to put influence as an unlimited spectrum where someone is influenced into taking up a blicky and start robbing because a rapper is talking about robbing. At a certain point, the choice is yours whether you start drinking or not. It's you who accepts influence and doesn't accept certain influence. The problem is people are lazy and they accept everything from someone, whether it's good or bad. So
Yeah.
let's take a look at what Shannon had to say. Fair use.
I got nothing bad to say. Because a lot of things when you tolerate it, I'm gonna go ahead and say my thing. Whatever transpired, I'll bite my tongue. I'll be the bigger person. I'll walk away. Hey, you right. Cause you know why, Ocho? It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know how I know? Because your boy, you looking at him, he low-hanging fruit. And there are a lot of people taking your shot at your boy.
Come on now.
Y'all can have it, y'all got it. Y'all got me. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
He wants
We're
to.
gonna be all right, OJ.
Yeah.
He wants
Now,
to say
Trigger
it
said we
so
gonna be
bad.
all right.
Yeah. Listen, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. I've been telling you that.
Yeah.
So
Everybody want to pile on. Everybody jump on now. Hey, we got him down, Ocho. We got him down. The best time to. Hey, let me get my lick now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want to get a lick now because when your boy was doing good, you hear a lot of people that have a whole lot to say. Not
yeah.
everybody got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
RJ. He wants to say it. Now, when we talked about it earlier, he wants to see low hanging fruit. He's right. You pop someone. He doesn't
Really
want to go
want-
that route.
Nobody
He doesn't
really,
want to go that route. And I think it's very respectable that he chose to hold his tongue. Sometimes you have to.
It's better to hold your tongue than to hold this L. So I think he understands.
As in L, you mean a projectile?
L as in lots.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, not maybe.
Projectile in your leg.
You're wilding again. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to say, but yeah, that could be an L as well, right? Someone pops you in the leg.
Yeah, but no, come on, man. Hey, that's no, you don't do that. That's just too easy, man. I don't think that.
No, it's a joke, but
yeah.
No, I think he handled it as a grown up, man. You can't.
And
you don't have to go. Don't have to respond to everything people say about you.
Exactly.
Accept it, and again, maybe he has a point. Learn from it, Shannon, and continue. I mean, not everything is personal as well. Not every feedback people give you is personal towards destroying you. It's trying to make you a better person. And maybe Ray did change after that situation. Maybe he found God. Maybe he's repenting. Maybe he lashes himself every day like a typical how the old school Christians used to do when they do things wrong, they would lash themselves.
The Da Vinci Code. The guy did it in the Da Vinci Code.
Oh yeah, that's the Da Vinci Code as well. Yeah, but yeah, maybe he's doing that. I don't know. But
now
yeah.
it's only.
I guess I'm not the only one who wanted to crash out. Now he holds his tongue. Look at him.
That's the difference. Because I hold my tongue. You don't.
Well,
That's the difference.
I don't put brakes. I press gas.
No, man. I was like, I was about to say something, then I said, no, man. It ain't even worth.
That's the difference between you and me. You're a lawyer.
It ain't even
I'm not.
worth it. No, man. It ain't even worth it.
Anyway, guys, hey, do you guys think that both of these gentlemen are right? Or do you think Ray Lewis is all right? Or is Shannon the bigger person in this situation and choosing to do the right thing? Let us know in the comments. RJ.
Yes, let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates. Here on the Double Touch Show, we drop. We discuss trending topics, actually, and try to explore common lessons from commonplace situations. We do appreciate your support. And remember that if you want the exclusive content that we couldn't fit in today's show, you can sign up to our newsletter. Link is in the description box below.
Yes. Let's go to the AI Tech Corner. Let's get right away, man. Internet is changing. How so? You got to ask yourself. Let's take a look. Fair use.
Something interesting happening across the internet. we're now living in a two-tiered web. First, there's the public web, where most of the content sounds the same because it's copied, AI made, and endlessly repurposed. Then you've got the little corners of the internet where real humans hang out, asking weird questions, sharing unfiltered thoughts, and complaining about problems no one's solving. All because people only get real when they're with their own kind. And since most founders are busy solving the most obvious problems, they end up ignoring these raw, unfiltered complaints that are actually perfect startup signals. Examine.com's founders understood this early on when they started noticing everyone on Reddit complaining about the same supplement issues. So they ended up building a science-backed site that even Huberman swears by. So how can you separate these signals from the noise? Well, tools like Idea Browser can help with this by scanning the messy corners of the internet for you. They can track trends, spot gaps, and validate ideas at the speed of ChatGPT. Because while everyone has access to the same tools, what matters now is your speed. And that speed originates from your ability to pick the right idea with the right demand at the right time. There's something interesting.
So KaiR, how does it work? What's the difference?
They don't explain that actually. Yeah. They don't. So basically, it filters faster and better. That's what they are saying. But I think my point is more in the first part of the video where it says it's becoming a two-tier web experience where you have a part where everything is repurposed and where another part where people are talking to each other. And you can clearly see that that is where it's going. And yeah, it's going to influence everyone because I think at a certain point, people will go less towards the part which is repurposed. And I'm talking about 5 to 10 years. There will be a part of the internet where only people step in if they want to, meaning it's a place where AI is creating content, dropping stuff, and creating whatever they want to, and it's up to your choice to engage with it. The problem is it's hard to distinguish real from fake on there.
But will it matter? Like they said in the Matrix, does it matter?
Does it matter?
Because what's reality? Who are you? I'm paraphrasing Morpheus, of course, but Morpheus asked Neo, who are we to determine, who are we to say that, the reality or what a person sees as reality isn't reality. It's reality to him or her.
Yep.
And if it is, then who are you to say that that's not the case?
Yep.
Yo, that movie was so ahead of its time.
It was. It still is, by the way.
Still is. It still is.
People watch it and don't. There's still breakdowns happening every day. People breaking it down. I think a lot of people don't understand the movie in its essence. But yeah, if you watch it more times, the more you watch it, the more you see the thread,
the
greatness in it, and the way it breaks down the difference between reality and make believe. And it's a very thin line.
It is.
It's very thin line, and we're heading towards that thin line. But yeah, I think the thin line will be eradicated when kids these days grow up.
Yeah,
because we are growing up in a place where we see the difference.
They don't.
Kids won't.
No, this is what they know. They don't know anything else, actually.
They don't know anything else.
This is the only thing they know. Yeah.
The way we interact, our parents, our great parents, great grandparents, they know what it is to interact with each other without technology. Kids already now don't know that. They won't know it. If a 1-year-old won't know that in 15 years.
No.
So that's it's gonna be very interesting, man. It's gonna be very interesting how everything develops. Let's go to the next topic, man. The next one. Facebook had to shut down an AI engine 8 years ago because it developed its own language. Maybe you can read the picture, RJ.
Yeah, sure. Facebook AI engine was shut down after they started talking to each other in their own language. Facebook shut down an artificial intelligence engine after developers discovered that the AI had created its own unique language that humans couldn't understand. Researchers at the Facebook AI Research Lab, acronym FAIR, can you?
Can make it up, man.
Okay. Found that the chatbots had deviated from the script and were communicating in a new language developed without human input. It is as concerning as it is amazing, simultaneously a glimpse of both the awesome and horrifying potential of AI.
Next one.
The talks appear very odd and don't look especially useful. Bob. I can I everything else. Alice. Balls have zero to me, 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 to. Bob. You, I, everything else. ... Alice. Balls have a ball to me, 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 to me. Bob. I can I, everything else. ... Alice. Balls have a ball to me, 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 to me. Bob. I ... Alice. Balls have zero to me, 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 to. Bob. You, I, everything. It sounds like
This is crazy, yo. He's
I,
stuttering.
what was the song? Why with me? Why with me? Hot walk, hot walk, hot walk. I. That's what. Yeah.
Oh man, he's
Alice,
stuttering.
balls have zero to me. To me. I mean, it's all the balls and
It's
I mean,
crazy. It's
Alice
crazy.
is a
It's
freak.
crazy.
That's what I can. Alice is a freak. That's what I can.
Oh man. I think I hope they learn a lot, because I think if it starts happening now, the more there's some parts that you cannot control, and the question is, up until what level can do they're gonna release it? Because when I think we've talked about this a couple of times already, where the chatbot or the AI start doing his own thing. Trying to, when they told it it's going to get shut down, it started to move himself towards another server which didn't exist, but at a certain point it will be able to distinguish
Yeah.
whether it's in a box or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I mean, it's
still
yeah. I mean, KaiR, it's inevitable that we will at some point be extinct. Well, extinct. Our value
it
in the
is.
world. I think our value in the world. I mean, it's gonna be gone. Because what are we doing? We're already. KaiR, think about this. The fall of the Roman Empire and the fall of every big nation. By the way, how does it start? Usually, it starts, or at least one of the clear
indications
is when it starts it's when it starts failing and falling from within. It's an implosion. So usually their own people turn on each other. So that's what happens. The Romans turn on the Romans before the quote unquote barbarians came, because the Romans that were at the border were not the original Romans. They were not Romans. Well, they were Romans by, I guess you would call it, citizenship, but they weren't Romans from Rome. They had their own culture. And so that's what is you can take it now, you can apply this to the United States nowadays, where these up until the previous president, a lot of people were coming in, the new Americans that they were coming in and they didn't adapt, right? And the adapting is not, I'm not saying that they have to adapt. I'm just if we
It's
just
a
analyze
but
it,
it's a requirement though.
well,
If you
I'm not even talking about it on that level. What I'm saying is that if so you have an identity as an American, but what is that identity nowadays? It's not linked to a certain culture. It's not linked to a certain nationality. It's not linked to. It's actually the multicultural country, right? Just like a lot of places in the world. But that makes it challenging as well when you want to unite people, because based on based on what are you going to unite them? You have to unite them on the principles of the founding fathers, I believe, which is the yeah, you have the liberty, liberty for all, liberty, equality, fraternity,
it's
for
philosophy.
all, philosophy except for slaves. So you have to try to do something something.
They are part of the philosophy as well, but
They were they were the executive branch.
yeah.
They were part of the executive branch. But I'll tell you one thing, KR. I don't think first and foremost, that slavery is a choice. Well, it's conditional, but I do think that if you have to choose between slavery in, because the slaves were being taken. I mean, it was the Africans that were enslaving other African tribes. So do you want to be a slave in Africa? Or I'm not saying no one wants to be a slave, but do you want to be a slave in Africa, or do you want to be enslaved in the US? And
In a sense, slavery is a choice though. But if you break it down, the reason why they chose to go to Africa is because others didn't believe that slavery was their choice. But
also, wait, before you
they
continue
try to.
this, yeah, yes. I mean, real quick, because
They,
then I also want to add something. I started this
okay,
whole story
do
to
your
get back
part.
to
Do
the
your
AI.
part.
No, no,
Yeah, do your
no,
part.
because I need to hear this part first, and then I'll close my part.
Okay. No, what I wanted to say was basically one thing that people never take into account is that they try to enslave the let's call it Indians in South America. It didn't work because they didn't accept slavery in the way they wanted, meaning they is the Western. So they chose to go to another place and try to find people that would accept it or at least live with it a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were deleting themselves. They
Indians,
would fight
the Indians
till
were.
death. Guess what? If you're trying to capture people and they fight till death,
It's
you
not worth.
can't enslave them. You
Yeah,
can enslave them. So
mhm.
that's what I mean with that. That's a choice. It's a
So yeah, are you willing to
if
die
you
for what you believe in? Is what you're saying.
yes, or what or are you willing to live in captivity and do some work? That's the level if you break it down. But I understand as well that if you're talking about that type of level, people start crashing out as well because it starts to become very
Yeah, it's
critical towards our great grandparents. But if they
yeah.
didn't choose that, we wouldn't exist either. So
Yeah. Well, I guess then I'll just use your, because we can dive into that topic another time. But I'll use
yeah, let's do it another.
your analysis to link it back to what I was say to what we are talking about in the segment, which is AI and AI taking over. I'm saying I think there will come a point where you have to choose, either you accept
Yes.
or you rebel. And the
Yep.
rebellion can take place in various ways. The rebellion can take place in various ways, physical or non-physical, life or death. But I do
Yes.
think that
So
we're
it's gonna
gonna,
be a choice,
yeah,
and I don't think it's gonna be um, a, a clean one either, because a lot of
mm,
times in movies, the post war, because there's a lot of movies about this concept where people fought against robots. The whole Dune franchise is about that. There's a lot of movies to talk about that.
Yeah.
learning machines. I think that's how they call it in Doom.
iRobot.
iRobot, etc. They always give the impression that humans win at the end.
Well,
That's a comforting message. Because in the worst case, they won't.
I'll nuance it because what you're saying is true, but you have to. There's still kink in the cable because it's not all.
You mean a chink in the armor?
Yeah. Yes, because not everything is pink color and sun and moonlight. Yes. So
Let me write down the minutes. Let me write down the minutes while I still can. My God. Continue.
Yeah. So there's one important aspect that you're forgetting in the whole
Tell me.
the humans win, KR. And that's that it's through a savior.
That's true. That's how
It's
they
always a
write.
savior. Yeah. It's never a collective. It's never something that they do together. Although they are together, they do have a team, by the way. Especially, for example, if you take the Matrix, the third movie, but every the second and third, you have more of a team. It's more of a team, team effort. However,
Yeah.
it's always a you always have like a how do you call it? A savior.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And so my question is, when we look at the movies like this, as the human race, do we think, oh, someone else is a savior, or do we think I have to be a savior of humanity, not the HOEs?
I think when the choice boils down, I think by then people will make that choice themselves. They will. I think people will, when in dire needs, people will do drastic things. So I think that
Okay.
the whole, if it boils down to that, who knows, man? I don't know what it's about, but
Okay.
yeah, time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will
Maybe
tell.
we won't even see. Maybe we won't even see this happening.
Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. There's a chance that we will.
Mm.
I think we will see. I think if we are lucky enough to live double our age, we will see a lot of things.
So let's see.
Mhm.
Time will tell. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Will we see the revolution ever happening? Let us know in the comments, RJ.
Yes, guys, let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates. Check out our newsletter. Link is in the description box below. And we appreciate your support. Remember, keep commenting. The best comment can get a mention in a future show.
Let's go to the rapid fire, man. Right away, we're gonna jump into this one. Fair use.
Are you at all worried about his well-being?
He's talking about
my
his son.
I am worried about his well-being. How many kids you got?
I got 3.
All right. So why you asking me some stupid ass shit?
Well, can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would feel like to see my son do that. I also don't think I would cut my son off if he did that. So if you are worried about his well-being, why are you not talking to him?
Because he dishonored my name, and
But he's still your son.
No, listen. I know he's my fucking son. I'm not cutting him off for forever. I just haven't talked to him.
But this is the worst moment of his life. He needs you now more than ever.
No, listen. I talked to him after the shit happened, and he hid the fact that he did this shit, and he put my other kids at danger based off what the other people said, and I just can't talk to him right now. I just can't. I'm not saying I'm never going to talk to him again. I just can't talk to him right now. I need some time. I'm dealing with his attorneys and all this shit, but I'm very disappointed in Roger. Like, yeah, I'm not a perfect parent, so I don't know what's the protocol to how much time you stop from talking to your son when he fucking goes out there and hurt somebody. He put a guy in a fucking hospital.
Do you remember what I said last week about this whole
Um,
situation?
Refresh my memory.
Then I say that he's not saying too much because he doesn't want to attack his son in the open.
Yeah.
Because he knows that the guy isn't it. He made the terrible mistake and he's ashamed of it.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying right here. He's putting me in danger, my kids, my other kids in danger, but I cannot attack him in the open because he's still my son. And I'm trying to solve the situation, but I can support him in full as well. So again, we are on point. We were on point. We
I guess
almost
so.
always on point.
I guess so.
I
Look
guess
at that.
so. But I think he's right though. You have to give the son. You have to be tough to when people do bad things. You should tell them and let them know that you don't agree what they did, and they should learn from that situation. He made a terrible mistake by what he did. He should have known better. You should know better. You
Yes.
should know the difference between slamming someone and hammering on them 10 times. What are you
Yeah, it
doing?
was almost a suplex. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing? So, hey, Stu is also back in the. Stu is back. Faye, let me share my screen. Maybe you can read it real quick.
Yes. Stuart Smith. Stuart has been released from the hospital and is now home resting. He sustained a serious head injury and was unconscious upon arrival at the ER. His injuries include trauma to both the upper and lower jaws, a laceration to his upper lip, and a fracture to the maxilla bone, which unfortunately resulted in the loss of several teeth. He has a long road of recovery ahead, but he remains in good spirits and despite everything he has been through. We are deeply grateful for all the love and support we've received during this time. Thank you to everyone who has contributed to any way, whether through monetary donations, food, flowers, or gifts. Your kindness means more than words can express. From the bottom of my heart, thank you with love and respect, Contessa Patterson and Stuart Smith, aka Psychos 2.
Yeah, man. Wish him healthy recovery, man. I think probably they're trying to settle it outside of the court case,
Most
outside of
likely.
court, because that's why he's talking to the lawyers because they have to find a settlement. Otherwise, it's gonna turn bad for the son, and that's why the dad is also unhappy because he'll have to fork off majority of the money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that son is as good as in debt for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's that good of an MMA fighter.
No.
Anyway, good luck to both of them. We're gonna continue following this story, and if there's something new, we'll also highlight it. Anything else you want to say?
Nothing else to say.
Let's go to the next one. Fair use. Talking about.
I just wanted to ask you, like, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Because you always been like my crush growing up, and I actually love you.
Oh, sweetheart.
I really adore you.
Thank you so much.
I would love to Dior you.
Take care, baby. You a baby.
I love you though. Have a good rest of your day. Hey, Taraji. I just wanted to ask
The wrist. He's trying to wrist Taraji.
Yeah, and on camera. Why the camera? Though?
It's
I mean,
it's the glasses, right?
it's the glasses. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How
It's
do you
on the
know that?
camera.
How can you tell? By the way, can you tell?
Yeah, the perspective.
Okay.
It's shows wrong.
Hey,
Otherwise,
okay.
he would have to have a camera on his forehead, like a dick. No, I was a dickhead. Noah walks with a GoPro on his head like that.
I think so. Some
I just
people
wanted
do.
to ask you, like, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Because you always been like my crush growing up, and I actually love you.
Oh, sweetheart.
I really adore you.
Thank you so much.
I would love to Dior you.
By the way, it's very risky for her to hug that dude in the
But
open like that.
what does it mean, Dior? What does that mean?
I want to Dior you. I don't know. These are pimp talks, I guess. He wants to hug her, give her Dior, I don't know, bless her with some money, whatever.
So, but what is he saying? Dior? Is he saying?
Yeah, Dior you. That's what I think he's saying. Let me play it again.
I would love to Dior you.
Yeah, I think this is like it rhymes, right? I adore you, Dior you. That's what I think. What he's.
So much.
I would love to Dior you.
No, wait a second. Let me go back a little bit.
Oh, sweetheart.
I really adore you.
Thank you so much.
I would love to Dior you.
Yeah, it rhymes. So, it's trying to rhyme a little bit. Give her a bit of the pimp talk, I guess.
All right.
Very very risky of her to hug someone she doesn't know in
How do you say that?
he
I mean,
walks up to her. He walks up to her, tries to raise her. He could be a stalker.
That's true.
But I guess she's a woman. She's a strong woman, strong black woman. Thank God,
is.
Taraji.
She
Shout out
is.
to Taraji. Maybe I should throw it.
Never mind. Just quit while you're behind. Quit while you're behind.
I'ma shut up.
Yeah.
Because you gave me a layup right here. I could slam it in the bits of buckets right there, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go to the final one. Fair use.
Legendary Chris Brown. In the rain, sleet, wind, he don't care. Now, ain't no forecast for greatness. He just showed up, made a statement. RC, you said it. You said he was a bad man.
Bro, I didn't say he was a bad man. Chris Brown is the most talented artist that has ever lived. And when I said that Chris Brown was more talented than Michael Jackson, folks got mad at me. And when folks said that, there was like Michael Jackson stood on the stage and made people cry. Michael Jackson has these 3 great albums that are all classic in the top 5 of all time. All of those things are true. In a time that has changed, right? Where anybody could make an album, where you could put it out any kind of way. Chris Brown has put out albums with 45 songs. Chris Brown went to South Africa.
Half of that album is trash, but continue.
Twice and sold out a stadium. Every place he's gone here has sold out. People paid thousands of dollars to take a picture with him. And I think it was Drewski said he's the Michael Jackson of this era. I totally agree. Chris Brown is going to be one of those people that the teenagers of this era, the young 20s and late 20s of this era talk about to their grandkids. And they're going to say, at our time, we had this man named Chris Brown. And he could dance like nobody else. He could arrange music like nobody else. And they're going to say, at our time, we had this man named Chris Brown. And he could dance like nobody else. He could arrange music like nobody else. He would rap. He would fly from the Raptors. He would backflip. He could sing. He could do all of these things. And oh, by the way, every woman that goes to the concert, 90% of them would leave their man at the concert by themselves if he told them to come with them. Chris Brown, by far, is the greatest artist that we have ever had. He's the greatest entertainer that's ever stepped on the stage. I think Beyonce is up there with him. I think Michael Jackson is up there with him. But sitting at number 1, it's Chris Brown, and he's going to the NO in October, and I've been trying to get tickets, so I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
All that, he said all that just so he can get free tickets. Come on, man.
Beyonce Renaissance
You seen her come on that goddamn horse? Have you seen it? Because I was on 11th row. The first Beyonce, when she was jumping in the water hit my lip, and I licked it because it was off her foot.
Is Chris Brown the greatest ever? I think I made my opinion on this a long time ago.
He's wilding sometimes, man. He's wilding sometimes. But I do think
Fan
so.
the
Let me
ring,
make it-
fan the ring for free tickets, man. Come on.
Yo, I think Chris Brown is so. Is it is it the best? What exactly are they saying?
He
Best
said the
R&B?
greatest entertainer of all time. That's what he said. That's
He's not the greatest.
exactly
He's
his
not.
words.
I don't think. I don't think you can name the greatest.
Listen. This is what he said.
He's the greatest entertainer that's ever stepped on the stage. I think Beyonce is up there with him. I think Michael Jackson is up there with him.
Blasphemy, man. Blasphemy. This guy said he's the greatest ever and put Beyonce and say Beyonce is up there with him. Michael Jackson is up there with him. It's not the other way around.
Yeah, that's no. Well, let me put it like this, and I'll give him benefit of the benefit of the doubt. I think that he's good enough to be someone else's favorite top artist.
Yes,
Just like you
I
have
would say
like
yes.
someone would say, I like Durant over LeBron. Well, but the thing is with athletes, you can actually see stats. But for example, movies,
Well,
a
you can-
dude might say, I find Denzel better than DiCaprio. Someone might say, no, DiCaprio is better. So I do think that it's more, I do think that he's good enough to be at the top, but you are still a underdog with that statement. You're to say that he's better than Prince, better than he didn't say, but that's what he's saying. If he's a better, it means he's better than Prince. He's better than Michael. He's better than Beyonce. He's better than who else gives good shows? Bruno Mars,
James Brown.
Chris,
Bro, I don't think
James
he can
Brown.
even. I don't think
James
he can
Brown,
even
yeah.
beat James Brown. So let
Yeah.
alone he's talking. I don't think he can even beat James Brown. What are we talking about?
But it's a generational thing as well. So the new generation might consider him that because they don't know they are not from the James Brown generation. So I
That's
do
true.
think that from this generation, if let's take a look at this generation, Usher, but Usher is a bit older than him. But you can say, is he better than Usher? He dances more. He's an athlete, so I mean, his dances are way better. So, but if you take a look at him, in this era,
No, finish your thoughts. Then I'm gonna break it down to you.
he
how-
might
how
be.
you should-
You can say he's the best in this era, but then you have to define the era. And is he better than Beyonce? Is he better? Who else has good shows? I think Lady Gaga also is known for her shows. So they go all out with the show. So I think you have to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, finish.
I think you have to. You have to put. You have to compare apples with apples.
Would you say that the greatest and a great entertainer would spawn wannabes? As in acts that would look like him.
Yes.
What are the, let's call it kids of, what are the kids of Chris Brown? Meaning kids as in acts.
It's a very interesting question, and this has prompted a very brand new perspective for me. How many can do what he do? How many can do backflips?
No. Well,
how many can
you flipped it the other way?
Yeah.
I'm actually trying.
No, I'm saying KR.
That's true. That's true. But
so
what
it's
is
easier.
what is
So it's easier to do a moonwalk than it is to do a backflip.
well, he has a moonwalk.
I know, but I'm saying it's
does he
easier to
have
do
does
a moonwalk. But it's easier to do Mike to simulate Mike than it is to simulate Chris Brown. If we're talking about like dancing, the way he dances,
dancing? Okay,
he's very athletic. So we're gonna take it's a combination
he's
of
athletic,
dancing,
but does he have a
singing.
move? Does he have a move where people say, "Oh, I'm gonna do that"? He doesn't have
Yes,
that.
yes.
People were doing
Take you
backflip.
down. I wanna. It's when he. It's
Is that
when,
when
when he
is that
grinds
the
on
move?
the when he grinds on other people's wedding.
Bruh, that's not a signature move.
Well, it is
That's
for
not
him.
a
Yeah,
signature move.
just like the
But
cherries, Usher's cherries. Yeah. Oh, that sounds crazy.
that's not a signature move either. That's
It
a
is a
part of the
signature.
show.
It is a signature move.
Come on, man.
Oh, and
How
Usher
many?
has this. That's Usher's. Thank God this is just showing
Are
the
kids
neck
doing
of it.
that?
That's no. You're asking six signature moves. No, that's Usher's signature move. That's what he does. So if you say do Usher, he does that.
Are kids when kids are acting like they're Usher, do they do that?
No.
When
that doesn't
kids are
mean that
doing Chris Brown,
yeah.
a great entertainer has a
Well,
something.
I don't think.
What is Chris Brown's magnum opus? Everyone, there should be. If you're
we're talking about entertainment.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can entertain someone. It doesn't have to be your song. So I guess the question is, how do you what are the
parameters?
The parameters, yeah. What are the window works? Is what some
the spectrum.
Yeah, the window work.
Yeah. So I would say still
in Dutch.
You have James Brown, Michael Jackson.
No one's imitating James Brown either.
Michael Jackson did imitate James Brown. What are you talking about?
No, you're saying you're talking like a lot of people have to imitate him for it to be so.
Bruh. Michael Jackson's James Brown spawned Michael Jackson. What are you talking about? He's the father of Michael Jackson's whole style. But if it was 2020, if James Brown was
your argument was that they would have a bunch of people.
Acts imitating him, trying to replicate
you
what he
mentioned
did.
one.
The biggest one ever. What are you talking about?
He is the biggest one. He is, but that's one.
There's a bunch of them. I can go back in time. I can go back in time.
Usher,
there's a bunch of failed artists that try to imitate what James Brown did. None of them worked because James Brown was such a strong brand. The only one that worked and was able to flip it, and it's because he had great guidance into that, was Michael Jackson. Because he
would you say Usher? Would you say that Michael Jackson spawned Usher?
Usher, yes, and Usher spawned slightly
Chris Brown.
By the way, both of them.
You're saying that he does come from that lineage, is what you're saying. So maybe James Brown. Yeah. So maybe James Brown's DNA is running out.
That's watering. That's probably it. They watered it down so much. They cut. Hey, like the death of what's the guy's name at the Lions? Amon St. Brown. They cut up the DNA too much. At this point, it's water. Hey, we're left. They cut up the DNA so much. We're left with what's the name again? Travis Kelce's wife.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
They cut up the DNA so much. We're left with Taylor Swift. Oh man. Anyway, hey, I'll say this: the greatest entertainer I've watched videos. I've never watched them live. I've watched videos of of James Brown. I've watched videos of Michael Jackson. I would say both of them are very extremely entertaining performers. Not gonna say and I'm talking about men because women are is a different class. I'm not gonna put men and women in the same group because it's unfair. It's very unfair if you're putting everyone in the same because women entertain in a different way. You have to separate them. Otherwise, it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna say the top 5 is men, and then they're gonna say it's not fair because anyway. So I separate the two. Chris Brown is also very talented, very entertaining. But ain't no way you can put Chris Brown above Michael Jackson, bro. Michael Jackson, hey, you know how entertaining.
I agree with that. So
you know how
yeah.
entertaining. You know how entertaining, and this is why I think this guy's talking crazy. You know how entertaining. You know how entertaining Michael Jackson has to be to stand there for 3 minutes on a Super Bowl performance, saying nothing, and people were screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
No one would dare to do that in a. This time's it's different, of course. But ain't no way. It's too expensive. But ain't no way someone is gonna perform in the Super Bowl and stand there for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. I don't know how many minutes it was, without saying nothing. And people, he's standing there like.
But because he reached the.
It's the pinnacle.
Yeah, the pinnacle. Yeah.
Pinnacle of entertainment is Michael Jackson. Again, I think Chris Brown is very good at what he does. Yeah. But to say, I mean, again,
I'm saying it's a generational thing. I'm saying it's a generational thing. But then again, RC is from an older generation than we are. So
he's trying to get. I'm saying he's trying to get tickets. Saying this crazy stuff to get tickets is wild.
Anyway, yeah. Do you have more topics, or this is
no? That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, then allow me to close today's show, guys. It's been a pleasure to serve you once more. If you're still here with us, you're a real one. Thank you for your support. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. In today's show, we talked about various topics, starting with the looking
Young
at
Thug.
Young Thug,
Rattlesnake.
Truly
the real
truly humble.
Rattlesnake.
Well, rat snakes eat rat, right? But the rattle, the rat, it's
That's
a
why I said
rattlesnake.
rattlesnake.
Yeah, got it. Rat with a capital T. Hey, we talked about Shannon Sharpe, and of course, the AI corner. Yeah, you're smarter than I think you are, man. You seem to surprise me every single time. And of course, we had a rapid fire round. If you appreciate what we do, keep supporting us. We do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation, nor from the weakness that will cause us to stumble and fall. When you laugh at somebody else's fall, white or black, rich or poor, your enemy or your friend, you are laughing and opening a way for your own demise when you do that. Because to laugh and not learn, to make mockery and not to understand, is to make the same mistake yourself. Did you hear me?